Hi everyone, Julie is here. I'm glad to see my channel here for the of Russian. And the theme today's video will be Russian fairy tale The Ban. So let's begin. As you understand, today we will analyze with you such a famous Russian fairy tale. And if you're already familiar with previous analysis of fairy tale from my channel, then you probably guess that something interesting awaits you. And if you have included this issue for the first time, then I advise you to familiarize yourself with other fairy tales in order to be more erudite. So, the practice of studying fairy tales suggests that they contain a huge storehouse of information about what perhaps many don't even think about. Naturally, the Russian fairy tales sounds a little different, but the meaning is the same. So, let's start listening and then I will decipher everything for you.
One day the old man says to his wife, "Please bake me a bun." The old woman takes some flour, some sour cream, some butter and some water and makes a bun. She puts it on the windowsill to cool. But the bun cannot sit on the windowsill. It jumps from the windowsill to the bench, from the bench to the floor, from the floor to the door, and runs away. The bun runs along the road and meets a hare.
Little bun, I want to eat you,"
says the hare. "I ran away from grandfather, I ran away from grandmother, and I can run away from you, little hare," says the bun and runs away. The bun runs along the road and meets a wolf.
Little bun, I want to eat you,"
says the wolf. "I ran away from grandfather, I ran away from grandmother, I ran away from the hare, and I can run away from you, grey wolf," says the bun and runs away. The bun runs along the road and meets a bear.
Little bun, I want to eat you,"
says the bear. "I ran away from grandfather, I ran away from grandmother, I ran away from the hare, I ran away from the wolf, and I can run away from you, big bear," says the bun again and runs away. The bun runs along the road and meets a fox.
Little bun, I want to eat you,"
says the fox. "I ran away from grandfather, I ran away from grandmother, I ran away from the hare, I ran away from the wolf, I ran away from the bear, and I can run away from you, old fox."
"What a nice song,"
says the fox.
"But, little bun, I'm old and I cannot hear you well. Sit on my nose and sing your song again."
The bun jumps on the fox's nose and the fox eats it.
So, connect to the wave of figurative thinking. And by the way, subscribe to my channel, mark the bell in order not to miss new release, and push the button if you like this video. Move on. Bun is not a dough at all, is not a pastry. This is astronomical observation of the ancestors, of the movement of the month across the sky, that is, the moon, hence the shape of character round from full moon to new moon. That is, Bun was baked in the constellation of cats, and then it began to wane and traveled all the way in constellations of hare, wolf, and bear, and in Slavic version, in addition to hare, wolf, and bear, the swan and raven also found. Why? This is because the Slavic constellations don't correspond exactly to modern constellations. In the end, in the constellation of the fox, nothing remains of the bun, since the earth completely covers the moon from the sun. And by the way, the Slavs had 16 constellations, and in the modern world, everyone is guided by 12 signs of zodiac. For example, the constellation of Cat, from which the journey of the band began, corresponds plus or minus to the zodiac sign Virgo and Leo. Well, what surprised you? I think no one expects to meet a whole astrological fairy in the Russian fairy tale. Well, I saved so much, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about. See you next thematic video.